This is a winter weather alert. You are watching 13 on your side.
Hey there, West Michigan meteorologist Michael Behrens here with you. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. Winter weather again causing problems across West Michigan. Not snow this time, but ice that will be coming to our northern counties as we head through tonight. More on that winter weather advisory in just a moment. Temperatures today were pretty average for this time of the year when we're looking at things out there. 39 in Grand Rapids, 44 in Holland, 41 in Muskegon. That limited the impact of any sleet that fell earlier today, but temperatures are going to drop down near and hover around the freezing mark as we head through tonight. On Target Forecast Tracker told you 40 hit 39, current streak one day in a row, just 5 misses in the last month of forecasting. When it comes to tomorrow, though, we will be looking at pretty similar conditions to today. That's why 13 weather ball is lit up in green as no change foreseen, blinking bright with the rain, wintry mix, and ice in sight as we head through tonight. View of 13 weather ball sponsored by Tullymore Golf Resort. Temperatures as of about 9:30 were hanging around 35 in Grand Rapids with a feels like temperature of 24, 38 in Muskegon, felt like 28, and 39 in Holland with a feels like temperature at 29. The winds were around 20 to 30 miles per hour at that time, with winds that were gusting to 35 in Muskegon, 25 in Ionia, and 33 in Holland. But those winds are forecast to increase as we head through the overnight hours. That's why wind advisories go into effect at 10 o'clock Wednesday night, and they'll continue until 7 o'clock on Thursday morning for the counties that you see in tan. Some scattered power outages may be possible overnight with winds that gust in excess of 30 to 40 miles per hour, some occasionally close to 50. So pretty windy night out there. Those winds make things worse when you get to our northern counties, though, and you start to encounter that ice. Again, with the winds expected to be up above 30 to 40 miles per hour for several hours, you combine that with the ice and the chances for power outages will certainly be on the rise. The day planner for the overnight hours shows rain and mix with windy conditions. The ice will mostly be possible once you get to northern Kent County and beyond. Areas to the south of there should mostly stay rain, 33 overnight. Thursday, mostly cloudy with scattered rain and mix both early and late in the day. 40 the high for Friday. Cloudy skies and lake effect snow taking over. 35 Friday afternoon. We've been talking about that ice. The counties that you see in purple are the ones most likely to see it overnight. Winter weather advisories in place for Oceana County, Newaygo County, Mecosta, and Montcalm County. Those are in effect from now through 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. And again, the big risk overnight, and especially into the early AM hours of Thursday, is going to be ice accumulation, especially traveling north on 131 toward Big Rapids. That is going to be kind of the bullseye when it comes to ice potential through the overnight hours. As of about 9:30, all that was falling in West Michigan was the rain. It was mostly Grand Rapids to the south, but there's a lot of moisture still left to come with this system as we head through the overnight hours. You can see all that moisture flowing up out of Indiana and into West Michigan. This is going to cause a widespread soaking rainfall through the overnight for areas that stay above freezing, and again, that ice threat for our northern counties. So let's break it down hour by hour. Here's the forecast through midnight until 1 o'clock. Rain again overspreading the region with that wintry mix freezing rain in the northern zones. This continues throughout the overnight hours, starting to push to the north as we head toward 4 and 5 o'clock Thursday morning. Again, up toward Big Rapids, US 10 areas to the north, seeing entirely freezing rain from the system. That area of actual rainfall may push into the northern zones as we get closer to Thursday morning. Precipitation pushes out of here as we head towards sunrise, and we're looking at some dry time through the daytime hours on Thursday before we see our next round of wintry weather as we head toward Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. But of course, that morning commute Thursday could be quite slippery with the rain that is coming through and of course the freezing rain to the north. When it comes to ice accumulation, the models have been pretty consistent with about 0.1 to 0.3 inches in the hardest hit areas of those counties under a winter weather advisory. You can have some trace areas of ice accumulation around that hardest hit area, which is more or less centered around Big Rapids. So do watch watch out for a glazing on surfaces in northern Kent County and northern Muskegon County too. Even though we're not under those winter weather advisories, the further north you travel, the more treacherous travel conditions will become, and the higher the risk of power outages will become. You get about 0.25 inches of ice on some power lines and tree limbs. You factor in the wind, and that is a bad combination that could certainly lead to power outages overnight and into early Thursday. Once we're done with the ice, though, temperatures will rise above freezing throughout the day Thursday, so we should see it all pretty much melt away. Temperatures start to take a tumble again as we go into Thursday night and more moisture comes in. That's when the lake effect snow starts to come together. Scattered lake effect snow showers Thursday night into Friday morning and continuing throughout the day on Friday. We'll watch the snow across the region through Friday afternoon, Friday night, and into Saturday as well. Lake effect bands really going to be heaviest from 131 toward the west, Allegan County toward the north. That's where we think the heaviest snow is going to be. And again, it's going to continue with bands for a couple days here, really Thursday night, Friday into Saturday, even into Sunday before this is all said and done. And we could get some pretty good snowfall out of these lake effect bands, especially along some of those immediate lakeshore counties where we could have a wide swath of at least 1 to 3 inches. I think several places embedded in this line could see 3, 5, possibly even 6 inches of snowfall in localized areas before it's all said and done. So this is really going to bring us some snow into the weekend. The good news is this comes over a prolonged period of time. It's not like a couple weeks ago where we'll add 6 inches in as many hours. This is going to take a couple days here to pile up across the region, though some travel areas may get slippery and treacherous at times. We're looking at temperatures for your Thursday before the snow gets here, though. That'll be in the 30s and 40s out there. So again, any ice from the overnight will melt. We'll be in the upper 30s for Thursday afternoon in our northern zones with temperatures right around 40 in Grand Rapids, 41 in Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures will start to go down from Thursday, so once we see that snow start to come, we don't really get back above freezing, so we don't have to worry about it melting away. And again, chances will last through Sunday. Of course, that improves our chances at a white Christmas. Of course, Christmas Day just on day 11 here, 1 day out of sight from the forecast, but with a largely chilly weather pattern ahead, the chances of a white Christmas are looking pretty good, especially with snow coming back in near the end of the 10-day. While ice and winds are our main concerns with the current weather system here in West Michigan, severe weather is turning deadly in the south. At least 2 people, a mother and her young son, were killed after a reported tornado in Louisiana. Meanwhile, people in 7 states are facing treacherous blizzard-like conditions. But we begin in the south, where those deadly storms are still active and on the move as of Wednesday evening. ABC News' Morgan Norwood has the details.
This morning, the cross-country storm slamming tens of millions of Americans, turning deadly in Louisiana. Her mother and her child did not survive after their home was reportedly blown apart by a tornado.
It's really a true mess.
The child's father was at work at the time. He had to show deputies where their home once stood.
They're having to go through the trees that are down and power lines that are down and try to find the bulk of the house.
New pictures show widespread damage in Farmerville, Louisiana. Police say about 25 people were injured, some critically, after a tornado leveled a neighborhood. In Texas, this twister striking near the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, forcing people in the terminal to take shelter.
The lights went out, the wind gusts came pretty strong, and the rain. And then all I heard was a big boom.
At least 5 people were injured when a tornado hit Grapevine, Texas. Meanwhile, from Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado to Minnesota, people are bracing for up to 2 feet of snow, coupled with winds up to 55 miles per hour. The blinding snow making driving impossible. Authorities closing parts of I-70 east of Denver and shutting down a 200-mile stretch of I-90 in South Dakota. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
And with so much happening in the weather here in West Michigan and around the country, it's a good reminder that you can always find more information at 13onyourside.com or by downloading the 13 on Your Side news and weather apps. Both those apps have live radar and weather alerts right in your pocket. For now, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.